Hey, welcome to today's video. Get ready for a voyage rich in fascinating information and interesting knowledge about women's needs. By the end of this video, I'll reveal some fantastic aphrodisiac knowledge you've never heard before, information that will leave women delirious with pleasure. Trust me, you won't want to miss anything, so make sure to sign up for the channel and activate the alert bell. That way, you'll always stay updated with the latest news we have in store for you. Here we go. Generally speaking, there are 3 categories of women with innate talents and an inclination to bring about oral pleasure: wives of married men, unfaithful women seeking to satisfy other men, and ladies who desire to explore new experiences or are specifically hired for such tasks. If a woman licks your neck with her tongue, it's an obvious sign of her desire to give you oral pleasure. However, it's important to exercise caution with certain items. Some commercial lotions contain compounds that could harm your private areas. On the other hand, coconut oil is a great natural lubricant that you can safely use during personal research. To properly touch a woman with your fingers, it's essential to moisten them beforehand, especially before touching her sensitive areas. Keep the excitement going in these areas until you reach the peak of pleasure. When that moment arrives, it's the perfect time to let your entire creative repertoire come alive. Try more active and slightly stronger roles where you can control the intensity. There are 3 positions that can make a woman feel great throughout the act. The first is when she sits facing you and you explore her. This allows for strong stimulation. The second position is known as doggy style, where she is on all 4s and you explore her backside, giving deep and strong stimulation. This position is especially well liked and may leave her craving more. The third position is the wheelbarrow. You sit on the edge of the bed or sofa, and your partner faces down with her hands on the ground in front of her. In this position, her body is aligned with yours, allowing for great depth and intensity, even if the exploration feels a bit strenuous for her. You can assist by having her bear most of the weight while you steady yourself with your hands. When it comes to turning a woman on, attention to detail and imagination are key. Every woman is different, and learning what brings her pleasure is a path toward a deeper, more joyful connection. Through exploration, new points of view, and different approaches, you'll not only delight your partner, but also deepen the bond between the two of you. Another example of a creative position is the familiar doggy style again, where the woman starts on all 4s and you explore her backside. This position is perfect not only for deep penetration, but also for intense stimulation of her sensitive areas, offering unmatched pleasure. Oral pleasure is another practice many women enjoy, and it can leave them yearning for more. Some people find it normal for men to engage in giving oral pleasure, especially with protection, to prevent the spread of oral diseases. Using a condom during this act is essential. One exercise that seems to help is keeping your mouth active and engaged, which can become a typical practice for couples with experience. As long as the protection is applied at the right time, many women from around the age of 30 begin showing a growing curiosity for exploring new sensations and approaches in their intimate relationships. Pleasure is a habit that evolves over time, and every woman has her own preferred erogenous zones. It's fascinating to discover which parts of her body react most intensely. Post your thoughts in the comments section and let us know what you've learned. Once a man understands how to activate the sensitive areas of a woman's body, especially when softly rubbing her little buttocks, it greatly increases the chances of her experiencing a powerful physical reaction. A reaction that comes from deep arousal and can bring immense pleasure. Exploring new roles and positions is an excellent way to keep the intimacy fresh. One great approach to maintaining that excitement is by using various methods. In a relationship, it's important to keep the spark burning and make sure both partners appreciate the creativity and fulfillment in their sexual life. Discovery and pleasure depend on communication. What truly interests your partner? Every moment shared should be extra special, filled with joy and connection. Did you know that 42% of men ejaculate quickly when a woman touches their glands? This may surprise some people, but it's a typical physiological response. It might not always be what women expect, but it's important to understand that this is a natural reaction. Consider, too, that seminal fluid doesn't always taste pleasant. If you find it unpleasant, there's no need to swallow it. You can simply spit it out if that's what feels right for you. Unfortunately, many instances of female adultery happen because partners struggle to satisfy each other. This often happens because we haven't fully perfected the art of oral pleasure. To avoid this, it's important to start with something simple, like kissing the edges of her lips, gently using your tongue tip. This motion can be quite stimulating and can help build a closer connection. There are many other ways to stimulate a woman as well. Did you know that 18% of women can reach orgasm without any assistance from a partner or toys, just through their own natural responses? Additionally, 80% of women experience climax through vaginal stimulation. Many women find that oral pleasure brings them more satisfaction during sex. A variety of techniques, such as circular motions with the tip of your tongue, are particularly appreciated for enhancing the experience. You can also add more intensity by inserting 2 fingers to stimulate the inner regions, which can bring your partner to a state of ecstasy. The right touch in the right situation can do wonders for a relationship. Women who feel well taken care of in bed are often deeply in love and will do everything they can to keep their partner happy. However, some women find it difficult to express their needs, often out of fear that they might be judged as perverse or too simple. This fear can create distance in the relationship and hinder open communication about sexual satisfaction. Extended periods without pleasure can significantly affect both sexual desire and intimacy. The physical and emotional well-being of a woman can be impacted, and these effects can be reversed with effort and patience. After male ejaculation, there is a recovery period. This time can vary from 10 minutes to several hours, depending on the individual. Understanding these subtle details helps to improve the overall connection and satisfaction in a relationship. Using the right techniques can truly transform your relationship, strengthening emotional connections and enhancing mutual pleasure. For instance, low blood sugar can affect libido, so next time you're spending time with your partner, why not start with a dessert? Not only does it end the evening on a sweet note, but it can also boost your sexual energy. To ensure an unforgettable experience, try exploring these 3 exciting positions. 1. Wheelbarrow position. Sit on the edge of the bed or couch and ask your partner to lie face down, hands on the ground. Position her so that her body is over yours. It may feel demanding for her, so you can help support her weight, allowing her to focus only on using her hands for stability. This position allows for deeper connection and heightened pleasure. 2. Classic missionary with a twist. Have her lie on her stomach, knees slightly bent and hips raised, giving you more control and intimacy. Supporting yourself with your arms, you can move closer, grasp her hips, and enjoy the physical closeness. This variation of missionary provides deeper penetration, increasing pleasure for both partners. 3. Climax and sensitivity. About 98% of women can achieve orgasm with this position. It's not only physically satisfying, but also emotionally bonding. The female genitalia is highly sensitive, with about 8,000 nerve endings, twice as many as the male counterpart. When aroused but not quite at climax, many women experience heightened sensitivity, which can lead to emotional release as well. Exploring beyond the ordinary. Some women also experience female ejaculation, a release of clear fluid, which can be anywhere from half a litre to a full litre. This is a natural response to intense arousal, and it typically doesn't stain in dry conditions. While anal pleasure is still a subject of debate, some women enjoy it, though it's not for everyone. It's important to approach these explorations with mutual consent and comfort. For couples trying to conceive. Unprotected intercourse is usually required for pregnancy, with many couples taking an average of 5.5 months to conceive. After climax, the sensitivity of the woman's body increases, which makes her more responsive to both emotional and physical stimulation. This heightened sensitivity is similar to the arousal men experience during intimacy. In conclusion, exploring different positions and techniques can lead to a fulfilling sexual experience, strengthening the bond between partners and enhancing mutual satisfaction. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What part of this video did you find most interesting? Share your ideas in the comments below. If you've made it to the end, I truly appreciate you taking the time to watch and engage with this content. If you haven't subscribed yet, take a moment to sign up now so you can stay up to date with all our upcoming videos. Thanks again for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.